Let me say something that might honestly make you uncomfortable. You wake up every day, you work, you earn money, and you get taxed automatically. No discussion, no strategy, no escape. But somewhere out there, a billionaire makes more money in a day than you will in your entire lifetime. And somehow, they pay less tax than you. Not zero effort, not illegal, just smarter systems. And before you say, that can't be true, let me introduce you to a completely different reality. Because in 2026, there are basically two financial worlds. The one most people live in, and the one billionaires operate in. In your world, money equals income. Salary, wages, freelance, hustle. You trade time for money, and the government takes a cut immediately. Game over. In their world, money doesn't look like income. It looks like ownership, equity, assets. And that changes everything. Here's the first secret most people never realize. Income is the most punished form of money. If your entire life depends on a paycheck, you're in the highest tax category by default. But billionaires? They avoid income like it's a bad investment. Instead, they build wealth that grows silently. Stocks rising, companies expanding, real estate increasing in value. But here's the key move. They don't sell. Because the moment they sell, that's when taxes hit. So instead, they do something that sounds crazy at first. They borrow money. Yeah, let's slow that down. Imagine someone has $500 million in assets. Instead of selling shares and triggering taxes, they go to a bank and say, use my assets as collateral, lend me money. The bank says yes instantly, because to them, that billionaire is the safest client on earth. Now here's the part that feels unfair. That loan is not considered income, so it's not taxed. So while most people are taxed before they even touch their money, billionaires are spending millions, tax-free, luxury cars, private jets, massive mansions, funded by loans, and it gets even more insane, because sometimes the interest they pay on those loans is tax deductible. So not only are they avoiding taxes, they're lowering them even further. Now you're probably thinking, okay, but eventually they have to pay, right? Let me introduce you to one of the most controversial strategies ever. Buy, borrow, die. Step 1, buy assets. Step 2, borrow against them. Step 3, die. Sounds brutal, but here's what actually happens. When they pass away, their assets are transferred to their heirs. But here's the twist most people never hear about. The value resets to current market price. So all those gains that grew over decades, all that untaxed wealth wiped clean, never taxed. Now let's take this even deeper, because this is where things start to feel almost unreal. Let's talk about real estate. Billionaires love real estate for one reason. It's one of the few assets where you can legally pretend you're losing money while actually getting richer. It's called depreciation. On paper, a building is losing value every year, even if the market says it's going up. So what happens? They report losses. Those losses reduce taxable income, sometimes to zero. So someone living in a $50 million property portfolio can legally report that they made no money. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting, and honestly, kind of shocking. Let's talk about art, paintings, sculptures, collectibles. Because billionaires don't just buy art for decoration. They use it as a financial weapon. Here's how it works. Let's say a billionaire buys a painting for $1 million. They hold on to it for a few years. Then they get it appraised. And suddenly, it's worth $10 million. Now, here's the loophole. They don't have to sell it to benefit. Instead, they donate the artwork to a museum or foundation. And because it's now valued at $10 million, they get a $10 million tax deduction. Read that again. They spent $1 million, but they write off $10 million. Completely legal. And it gets even more strategic, because sometimes these artworks are stored in places called free ports. These are high-security storage zones, often located in places like Switzerland or Singapore, where art can sit for years, without triggering taxes like import duties or sales taxes. So billionaires can buy, sell, and trade art without it ever technically entering a country. It's like a hidden economy that most people never even hear about. And then there are foundations. Instead of just donating money, billionaires create charitable foundations. Sounds generous, right? And sometimes it is. But here's the strategic side. They donate assets into the foundation, get massive tax deductions, and still maintain influence over how that money is used. So the wealth never really leaves their ecosystem, it just changes form. Now pause for a second and think about all of this. You work, earn, pay taxes, save what's left. They structure, leverage, delay, and legally minimize. Same system, different playbook. And here's the uncomfortable truth for 2026. The gap isn't just about money anymore. It's about knowledge. Because once you understand this, you start to see the world differently. You stop asking, how do I earn more? And start asking, how do I structure what I earn? Now let me be clear. You don't need to be a billionaire to start thinking like this. No, you're probably not buying $10 million paintings anytime soon. But you can start learning about assets investing ownership tax efficiency, because the system rewards those who understand it and ignores those who don't. So now I want to ask you something. Be honest. Do you think this is fair? Or do you think the system is designed this way on purpose? Drop your answer in the comments. I read everything, and I want to know what you think. And if you want more videos like this, breaking down how money really works behind the scenes, hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because in the next video, we're diving into how the ultra-rich hide wealth in ways that don't even show up on paper. And trust me, that one's even crazier. Until then, start thinking like the top 1%. Because once you understand the game, you stop playing it like everyone else. Thank you for watching.